We woke up to snow this morning, which is awesome, and I don't know that we were expecting it or not.
Where are the snakes?
They're sleeping in the wintertime.
Cattle are happy eating this morning, but it's time to do some more wood chips to cover the bedding, and it's time actually for me to sharpen the blades on our wood chipper.
Can you pick it up for me? Can you put it back on him?
It's really time for me to sharpen the blades on this wood chipper. So this wood chipper is Polish made, and you can just see the thickness of this wheel. It's a couple hundred pounds, 100 kilos, and it has 4 blades. So it's much different, much better compared to the Chinese chippers that you find in many places. And it's still very affordable. You can see the blades have really taken a toll on the whole chipping, and we've always needed to send these blades in for sharpening, but now we have our Tormek, so we're going to try to do this ourselves. Where we live here, wood chips are actually quite expensive, and so it's a blessing that we can produce them ourselves. I know that when I visited Justin Rhodes, he got his wood chips for free. I was like, what? And you're so lucky if you're actually able to do that. Here you'd probably have to pay $15 a cubic yard. Ready to take out the first one here. You see all these edges here where it has really like broken off some stuff and chipped off some stuff. So we are going to do something, but we have a challenge with the Tormek on this huge blade actually. Here are the chipper blades, and the first thing I'm going to do is just going to clean them off. And you know, it's these kind of things here that I'm going to try to get rid of. It's like it's doing this hardcore chopping or chipping, and the angle, as you can tell, is fairly big. And otherwise this would just break off even more. But we have an issue here now with the Tormek. Since it's a round stone, on a wide angle like this, you know, it would kind of make this curved thing. I will show you in a little bit on the machine. So you can see here now that I have to go freestyle, but you can see that with this support here I can rest the blade on here quite well, and then I go against the rotation, which helps it to push it here so I can hold it steadily. And then I see the water where it goes up, you see this? So I know that I'm not like this or like this, and it's freestyle and it's a bit improvising, but it works quite well. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm putting a second angle on this blade. This is such a wide angle, and with this machine, because it's a round stone, if I would try to sharpen the entire thing, you would have this kind of shape on here. So this is kind of where this machine would reach its limits, but what we're doing is kind of like working around that by putting a secondary or a second angle on here to get away, you know, where the blade was really damaged, and that way we can work with this. Since I'm going freestyle here, this is not going to be, you know, the most perfectly exact on the, you know, 100th of the millimeter and all that stuff, but it's not like a filleting knife. So even though we want this thing to be sharp, very sharp, which it will be, we don't want it to be this knife, you know, that will cut through through a piece of paper, but it's doing a lot of chopping, and the angle needs to be wider so we don't break off the metal here. So you can really tell I've put this secondary angle on here, and I'm working to get rid of things like this in the front of the blade there. We got 4 sharp knives here, very exciting. The Tormek has really helped me to be more independent and free here on the homestead in regards to not having to rely on expensive services for sharpening. We had to send these things in, and we might have to do this every once in a while, but you know, for the most part we were able to keep these things going and chipping. The same goes for knives, the same goes for almost all our tools, including the blades for our planers, our you know, big machines. We can sharpen all of them professionally with a professional result on the Tormek, and so it has really freed us up financially and to be more independent. And then this is also something where when you start homesteading, you're always looking for, you know, maybe making a little extra money somewhere, having a revenue stream on your homestead. And so when you have this machine, yes, it is an investment, but it is such a professional tool, and it does such a professional, you know, top-notch result that you could, and there are people who do that around here in Sweden, you could offer a sharpening service, you know, and all of a sudden all your neighbors come run into you, asking you to sharpen their knives and their axes and their tools for them. And so you could even turn this into a little business idea. I'm gonna put these on the chipper and get going a little bit. It just cleans out a little bit now that I'm at it anyway. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. We love to share you know, our experience with you guys. When I first wanted to learn a different kind of way of farming, more sustainable way of farming, I had to search everywhere, and our heart is to really just provide a lot of information with you guys and grow and learn together with you, you know, just to have it all at one spot. So hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to subscribe for more information to join the community that has built around the channel and in the other homesteading channels. And love to hear from you. Stay tuned for the next video. See you. Bye bye.
Thank you.